Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny.
JD.
So, Vampire Diaries, Season 5, Episode 9, The Cell.
Well,
I wonder.
poor Damon.
Do you know what? He might be able to convince them to be like, look, I get it, you want me imprisoned for whatever reason. I have a cell at home.
That's true.
We put a bed in it, and can I just... house arrest.
What treatment is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what other memories come flooding back to him that we're going to be shown. And, yeah, what the hell is going on with all the... But it's interesting what he said in the last episode. Did you say it was like 60 years ago? So it's going to be interesting to find out more about this organisation.
And no one knows he's there.
I know, yeah.
So...
they're all going to be looking for him.
Okay. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and remember that over on Patreon you can watch these as full-length reactions.
June 11th, 1953. Good night, Mr. Cole.
Oh, flashbacky episode.
Looking for Joseph Salvatore. There's always time to be a better man.
Yeah, not sure I got one of those in me.
Oh.
Sorry about the vervain, Damon.
Oh!
I was the test subject last night. And you're gonna replace him.
Hold the door open for dramatic effect while I say this line.
Since you're still having your little panic attacks.
I'm fine.
Yeah, of course. You are the picture of mental health, Stefan. And so I may have called her back up. I got my mom to drop off something for us to use.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't worry, I sanitized it.
We're going to do like exposure therapy.
Well, I do think it's nice that Katherine has reached out to someone else she thinks can help. You know, it would have been very easy for her to be like, I've got Stefan's attention all to myself. You know, so the fact that she just genuinely wants to help him.
Yeah. But I get the feeling that Katherine wouldn't be someone that would want to deal with somebody's vulnerability all on her own. Like, that's feelings. That's... Do you know what I mean? I think she can do it if it feels like she's got a bit of a mission.
Yeah.
A task.
But I just
project.
feel like it could have been, you know, Stefan's trying to make sure I don't hurt myself, so I could be doing all these things to keep his attention on me, and it's all about me and him looking after me.
I don't feel I get that vibe from her right now. She's got bigger problems. I think her vanity has gone out the window because she is fucking dying.
Yeah.
So...
Dr. Whitmore wasn't much for conversation.
Whitmore. Do we know that
You know,
family
most
name?
people would buy me
Aaron.
dinner first.
This isn't a
Just
personal
him,
matter.
okay.
Just the name of the college as well.
Vampire.
We regenerate parts of internal organs after I remove them.
Listen, how I got this amazing body has nothing to do with science. So running
Did he just go in his eye?
I think so, yeah. How he's removing their organs to watch them.
Oh, God.
Ugh. I was just thinking, we have to consider though, obviously it's the morality issue, but the medical issue, if you can remove an organ from a vampire and they just regrow another one, organ transplants, if the organs that you remove are viable...
That's called organ harvesting.
I know, but I just mean, obviously this is all done without consent and stuff, but do you know what I mean? That idea that you could save so many lives.
Yeah, organ harvesting. But as
Yeah.
in potentially... So there's certain things to go about it in the right way and the wrong way, okay? So I'm not saying as in this doesn't have... I was going to say this doesn't have legs, but that's a terrible pun to use right now. There could be vampires out there who do actually... They're turned, but they're still a very good person.
Yeah.
So if they knew, actually I could donate my kidney, I could donate a liver, a lung or whatever, then they would possibly volunteer for that. So if you did it in the right way with anesthesia and cleanliness and everything, there could be a potential to donate.
Yeah.
But
that's what I mean. Someone like
if
an
they're-
Elena or a Caroline.
if they're doing it in a way of stealing, that's organ harvesting.
And whilst they're awake.
I was thinking, I was like, because they still need anaesthetic. That's not fair.
But do you know what? You go back in history. This is the thing, isn't it? It's medical and moral.
God. And
Doesn't
junk
always-
science,
doesn't
where
always
they
line
thought
up.
certain people don't feel pain,
Yeah.
so they don't need literally.
You know, when you said that Wes was probably doing research, I didn't realize it'd be here.
What are you waiting for? Come in.
So who owns this place?
Technically, I do. Yeah, it's part of the Whitmore Trust that I inherited when my parents died.
Oh, there we go. You didn't know he was a Whitmore yet. Now you do.
Usually when people find out.
That's my dad.
Grayson Gilbert was one of the best doctors the Augustines ever had.
Ooh.
What is going on here, Wes? I had to make sure Megan's death didn't draw attention to my work.
Oh, to your work. Your work. You study infectious disease transmitter.
I study vampires.
What?
This work has been going on for generations, in secret. Your family pioneered it. Your dad trained me in it.
The thing with him there, with Wes,
Yeah.
it's not so much that he believes in his work and what they're doing, it's that there's a slight vindictive enjoyment in that.
Yeah.
That's what's not nice. It's not like it's because he feels righteous about the cause. There's something sinister that he's enjoying about it, and that's what's not nice.
I'll tell you what it is for me. He has a superiority thing.
Oh yeah.
The way
God complex.
Yeah, it's the way he was talking about, my work, because I'm so intelligent. They got me because I'm so smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like when Damon said about him being a doctor or an MD, he's like PhD, like I'm
narcissistic.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's something in it that is sinister.
Yeah.
Because it's not like there's a level there of humanity against living things where it's like, I don't want to hurt them, but we need to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I'll try and treat them as a living creature. But no, it's like there's a vindictive little evilness in there.
In comparison to, like, do you remember when Meredith fell, as Damon put it, bloodjacked him to try and save lives?
Yeah.
She's not hurting anyone, she's doing it to save lives, and
Yeah.
she knows that.
Yeah.
Whereas he, like you say, it's very much a...
He's enjoying.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, everything he said is, my intelligence, my research, me.
Every day, this nut job Dr. Whitmore tortured us, cut into us, took pieces of our eyes out, pushed us to every limit you can imagine. And he had quite the imagination.
And how did you not go crazy?
Believe it or not, I made a friend. Pick yourself up, soldier. My name's Enzo. He'd been here for 10 years by the time I joined the party.
They're doing their own.
He said that my dad was Augustine too. I know that my dad was a vampire hunter. He was also the town doctor. He was kind and gentle and loving.
I do think it's an interesting thing that what she said about how he was the town doctor and everybody loved him, he was so kind, but he also did this. And it's that kind of... any kind of prejudice. It's like, they're a lovely person. As long as you fit into what they've decided is worth their care.
Which is exactly what she's done with
Yeah.
Damon. How Caroline points out that she can ignore his violent tendencies. And she's like, no, but he wouldn't do that. She's done the same thing. There's a parallel there.
Well, I just mean that... No, it's her idea that her dad was lovely as long as you're not this particular type of person.
Yeah. But that's the same for anyone.
Yeah.
That's what we were
how many
saying
people
earlier.
make excuses for a friend who's racist? Oh yeah, they say these things, but they're really, really nice. Otherwise, yeah, because you're not part of that group that they've decided.
Yeah. No, I can't live like that, no.
And also,
But I think that's what Caroline's trying to point out to her with Damon, is
Yeah.
that it's okay when it suits you, kind of thing. That's like what you were saying earlier. It'd be worse for her because he's not around for her to ask about it.
But I promise you, I will get you out of here.
I mean, that would be horrible irony there if they're doing experiments on his daughter when he was one of the ones who started this. That's gross.
Hey, Stefan, prolonged exposure therapy. In vivo exposure gradually introduces elements of prior trauma.
Okay, yeah, you gotta go.
Stop.
Caroline? Caroline?
So how do you help the guy who always comes to the rescue? Stefan's the hero. It's who he is at his core. He can't always come through for himself, but he can always come through for everyone else.
I want to get a better look at what Catherine's wearing because it looks so good at the top.
I've got an idea. Damon, how did you survive all those years?
Enzo's friendship kept me alive.
You never hear Damon talk about his past relationships.
Oh, that would be more.
You seem to have more energy.
I'll take that as an insult. Far more energetic than my neighbor here.
Oh.
Can't believe you didn't notice.
I'll return then.
Why are you doing this to us?
Because 21051, I'm seeking out the smallest indivisible unit of your biological makeup.
Again, the fact they don't use their names, they give them numbers.
Same as prisoners.
It's just dehumanising.
Oh my god, Damon.
Objectification.
But unfortunately, Stefan doesn't even know this place exists. First year, I thought he'd rescue me. He didn't. Once I escaped, there's no point in giving me more to feel guilty about, so
Oh.
I never told him what happened here.
Again, more examples of him coming into the show being like, I hate Stefan, I'm going to make him miserable.
You did escape.
But actually,
How did you do it?
It wasn't an animal attack, was it?
I found them. That's why I continued your father's work. So this could never happen again.
I don't like this.
Join me.
Do you know what I mean? It feels like I've been holding on to this to use when I need to.
Oh, it's absolute manipulation.
I got in here while you were unconscious, and then Caroline locked us inside.
I know it's a little extreme, but the baby steps approach wasn't working.
See,
Because it takes time.
not to get mad at me, because when you... I love you, and these people tortured you for 5 years. Whatever you had to do, I don't care.
Did he have to betray his friend? Ooh.
I see it.
Get strong, grab someone and let your mate drink. Don't leave him. Why is he not letting Enzo out?
I think it's he's hungry and that's probably that freedom of,
With the vein in the bars.
So I chose to save myself.
I'm sorry, Enzo.
Why can't he pick something up to cover his
I knew I
hands?
was going to save
Like-
myself. I just
I think it's not just that they're not strong enough to get it.
So I turned off my emotions.
One thing I will say for that is that we've seen Elena turn off her humanity because she can cope with the loss of Jeremy, or Stefan holding on but almost turning it off because of the pain of the drowning over and over. The fact that he had to turn it off to leave him, I think, just shows
Yeah, no.
how much he
Yeah.
loved him.
Yeah, definitely.
And also why he never told Stefan. There's a little shame there as well.
I think I'm just that latest excuse.
I'm gonna kill you.
Good. Yeah, get it all out, Stefan. I think this is healthy. In this moment, are you going to feed me? Or are you going to save my life? I'm with you. We're together.
It's all rather crazy and erotic, to be honest. It's very weird. Ooh!
It's also said that a vampire killed my parents. Maybe that was you too.
Aaron, that's impossible.
She's a vampire, not the one that killed your parents.
That was all me.
Oh.
I'd take all my revenge plans solo. Yeah, Tiny, I'll kill every member of the Whitmore family. Boo. Except one person. I'll let that person grow up.
Start a family. And I'll take another generation after that. Leaving only one person to carry on the name.
Damon, when was the last one?
A few months ago. Her name is Sarah.
It was his auntie.
Had to go all
But we were together a few months ago.
starting the summer of our lives. Told you it wasn't free.
Again, though, her assuming that he's just going to change like that because she said so. I don't know why she's so surprised. I mean, yes, I'd be surprised because you're thinking, I thought you were better than that now.
Well, no, it's
But-
interesting because this is exactly what Caroline was talking
Yeah.
about. She was like, just face who you're with, and that is still an aspect of him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. That kind of idea that because we're together now,
Doesn't make
He
him
will
some
now be-
precious
yeah.
person. Like,
but then they've had this a lot through the show where he has even said to her, you know, I'm not going to change. Stop trying to make me someone else or make me Stefan.
Yeah.
I'm.
that's true.
But again, doesn't mean she should have to accept that behaviour. She should call it out and then decide, am I going to be with this person or not, you know. Interesting revenge plan.
I would feel that too if I was tortured for 5
Yeah.
years. He's using the tools that he has on his side, which is time,
Yeah.
because he's not going to die, so or age, so he's going to follow his revenge.
Yeah. Although it's one of those, if it was the Augustine Society, understandable. But what he's basically saying there is he was allowing Aaron to live so that he could have a family, so then he could kill them and leave
Oh
one.
yeah.
And as we're seeing here, Aaron is not involved in it. So it's
Well,
that.
his
isn't it?
feelings might change, you know, like once he's got a couple of generations out of his, you know, out of his system, maybe he will realise this has been that degree of separation, that this person is nothing like their ancestors. So
Yeah.
who knows?
Also, it might be that because he had to let Enzo die, he feels like he's punishing them for that. So he
Yeah.
doesn't have to punish himself.
Yeah, definitely. It's
Yeah.
very loaded. There's a lot in there.
Example.
It's gonna be really interesting because they've been together before, but now she's human, so he's going to have to be slightly careful with her.
And he was human when they were together before.
Yeah, so the roles have reversed. Yeah, very much. Although this is so weird because he's having rebound sex with someone that looks exactly like his ex.
Yeah.
Oh, not the blood spatter curtains. That's very Dexter.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Oh,
I'm 12144.
I did wonder because they never swim die.
My name's Enzo.
He's been here this whole time.
I mean, not the best kind of lighting so far to get a really good look, but he's so beautiful.
He's a very attractive, very dapper man.
Yeah, so very much focused on Damon's history with Augustine and present.
So that was 60 years ago.
And he'd already been there 10 when Damon arrived.
Oh my god, that's awful
Yeah.
for him.
You have to wonder about someone's mental stability.
Yeah, and it's also curious as to, I suppose, God, sorry to alienate this from the humans or from the people, but I was curious as to why he would then want Jesse, but I suppose Jesse was an opportunity that presented itself. He came being bitten, so, or he came, that was it with vampire blood in the system, so that was an opportunity that he took.
And you got to remember that they said they got. Sorry, that's playing up again. It's interesting, I think, that we're looking at two different ways of dealing with PTSD. What Damon went through and how he handled it, and how what Stefan has gone through and is currently handling.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Even though the fact that Damon turned off his humanity probably is one of the reasons he was able to keep functioning after that.
Well, what's interesting is with Damon, and I'm not saying either way is right or wrong, but Damon lent into a tangible revenge. With Stefan, how's he going to take out revenge on Damon and Lena? He can't. So he hasn't got a tangible revenge. And I'm not saying that that's the right thing, but for some people, they might feel
Well, he had that to start
vindicated.
with. 'Cause remember, he wanted to kill Silas, and he thought that would
Yes.
solve it.
Yeah, but that wasn't what it was really about.
No.
So actually, if it was really about Damon and Lena,
Yeah.
can't kill. Well, I doubt he'll kill
Yeah.
them. Whereas with Damon, he had actual people to carry out revenge on physically. I'm not saying that's right, but I'm just saying that it's interesting in their journey when one of them has a physical outlet and the other one doesn't. How Damon, in effect, has been able to escape it longer because he's still doing his physical outlet of revenge because it was just a couple of months ago. Stefan very quickly has realised he has nowhere to go with physical revenge.
Yeah.
So Damon's has been much longer because it's still been able to have that outlet and Stefan's has not.
And as we saw, because he turned his humanity off, I wonder whether the initial bit that Stefan is currently going through, maybe he was able to pass that because he wasn't.
When did Damon turn back on his humanity?
Don't know. Well, the thing is, we know that is in 58. The only time we've seen him since then, I believe, is when he's with Lexi in the 80s. And his humanity is off then. So we don't know whether it was off that whole time. Or...
Yeah. What I found really interesting, and again, it sits in line with what we said about how he's not a different person and, you know, but it is a bit like... It was almost like cheating or something where she was like, we were together. And he was like, yeah, you didn't need to know. I just nipped away on a weekend and did what I wanted to. Like, that's like finding out your partner has like some...
secret life.
Secret habit or something. So even though he is his own individual, she has no right to tell him who to be, and I'm not condoning his outlet, his violence, whatever, but it's just that little moment of finding out that not only is that... Because I think a lot of this time, she has also been thinking and trying to say to Caroline... But that's not... Maybe he was 90% of that before, but now he's only 50% of that because he's made growth. However, to find out that he's still doing something so recent, I think maybe it's going to change her view of him. Whereas if she found out where she said, I love you, you know, and I'm not going to judge you or change... Like, that was because it had the degree of separation of time and distance. It was in the 50s. But actually, it's still happening. So I don't think she would have... realised that if she was facing something present day.
Yeah, but I'm sure earlier in the episode, I can't remember exactly what she said, but when they're in those cells and he said about, it might have been about killing them all or whatever, and she said that, well, that's understandable, you know, they did this to you for 5 years. So, again, it feels a bit like... Oh, it's understandable you did that because of what they did when they are people unknown.
Yeah, there's degree of separation.
But now That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's brought it literally to the present. So while you were with me, you kissed me goodbye in the morning, went off on your weekend day when I went to college or whatever, and you were like, bye, just off to kill some Whitmores. And she was like, hang on a minute.
Almost
this brings it into my life.
We've talked about before about how valuing someone because you have a connection to them. Like, oh, but now I know Aaron and how that hurt him. It bothers me, whereas before it was just they were nameless people.
I don't know if also there's a part of it where she didn't realise that maybe his revenge and his violence could live this long.
Yeah.
She might think, oh, he's got, you know, some violent tendencies, but once it's out of his system, it's fine. But to go on that long of a revenge journey is cunning, is planning, is vindictive, is, you know, there's lots of things. It's a long term.
Because I am in agreement with her about not being okay with this, purely because they're at a point where, yes, she does make some excuses for his behaviours, but I think some of those excuses are, I see the reasoning behind doing it. He's not just killing people willy-nilly. He's killing someone, like, where's because they were a threat, because we needed this, like, but this just seems, you're killing someone who had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. It's a revenge plot,
And so I can see why.
So it's challenging her boundary of where is she okay with Damon's behaviour.
Yeah.
It's very, very interesting.
Yeah, and as much as he has already changed, how much change is he willing or able to do?
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
So, Stefan and Katherine.
Well, that sexual tension was on the cards from the beginning, wasn't it?
What's interesting for me is I feel like the reason this has happened is that she has been vulnerable with him, and she doesn't normally do that.
I was going to say, she's a lot more real at the moment,
She's not
which is
game playing.
nice. Yeah, and she's not in her playful, planning, cunning kind of cat-like behaviour where she's like planning and she's got something and leverage and all that. She's just, she's kind of got nothing to hide. So she's almost like dropping, not the facade, but she's just being real.
I mean, I
She's
feel
being
like
a bit more of herself.
they have connected because they've been vulnerable with each other, and that's allowed them to
Bit of trauma bonding.
just, yeah.
But also she is being a little bit more, like when she was Catherine Vampire, she was always one step ahead, always planning, always, so you couldn't trust her. Whereas now, where she literally is saying things like, basically she's at her weakest, most vulnerable, most exposed, and where she was saying to him, she was like, yeah, most of the time, I don't know what I'm doing either. That's almost like the most honest she's been in a long time. So I think she's showing a different side of herself.
And she's showing us that she does know Stefan really well. I mean, like when they were debating what to do, and the fact that she was the one pointing out to Caroline, he will protect others before himself, so putting her in that dangerous situation,
let's use it.
He fought it more than
Yeah.
for himself.
Yeah.
And I also think when she approached him at the end there to start that, she looked genuinely nervous of being rejected.
Yeah, she did.
Which normally we've seen him.
She's so powerful.
Yeah.
She doesn't care.
We've seen her get rejected before, and she's just like, it's all part of the game.
Yeah.
But she was nervous.
Yeah, it's really interesting because, like you say, like he's a vampire, and although I think she feels safe with him, this whole thing is bringing her humanity back. Not to be the point out the irony there, but
because like we said, the power balance of when they were together before, she was the vampire, he was human, and he was being compelled as well. So
this is literally, would you accept me for me?
Yeah, so this is kind of the first time of them really connecting, because he knows he's making his own decisions and feeling what he feels. It's not, there's no influence there.
And maybe she's realising, even though she always said it was Stefan, but maybe she's realising that she does have a genuine thing for him. Good. Interesting.
Okay.
Poor Aaron.
Yeah.
Loads of fucking information in one day. I knew that we were going to find out who killed his parents.
Yeah.
I knew it, I didn't know who, but I...
Do you know what I like what they did, though, with Aaron, is that he's come down there with a gun, believing that there's... But he's shaking. He doesn't know how to put the bullets in. It's a realistic person who has no idea about any of this.
Yeah, I thought that in the last couple of episodes they've done a couple of things really well, and like you say, it's Aaron, but also like Jesse, when he was panicked after he was turned and whatnot. I think those are some very realistic reactions to those situations.
I think it's because we're so used to watching people that know about this stuff, so that when they are turned, well, they know what to do because they know all about it. To see people who are completely new to it, and the fact that he shot Damon not knowing that wouldn't kill him.
True.
And I can understand his thoughts with Elena of being like, is this why you were trying to get to know me?
Absolutely. It's like paranoia there. Are all of you the same?
Yeah. Who else is a vampire? Like,
exactly.
Poor guy.
Oh, but I'm glad we're getting like answers again, which is good. Yeah. It's fulfilling, I mean, we're finally getting answers and stuff, but again, they give you loads of answers and then they open up this other chapter and you go, oh my god. So it's really good.
Oh look, here's Enzo.
Yeah, it's really good. I did think that we would see him again though, because you didn't see him actually die.
Yeah.
And as you don't see someone actually turn grey in Vampire Diaries, they're gonna come back.
It was heartbreaking though to see Damon not be able to
Yeah, he tried.
And like I said, the fact that we've watched people turn it off before, and the fact that for him to do this just shows how much it hurt him to do that.
The thing I don't know, okay, like maybe he must have known where it was, or I don't know, couldn't he have gone back? Go and get reinforcements, come back, I don't know. And I'm not judging him because I don't know how he felt. He might have been he might have been terrified, but then he turned off his humanity. I don't know, but I just wondered why he didn't, or if he ever tried to go back for Enzo.
But once you've turned off your humanity, you don't care.
Oh.
So that's why he did it. He turned it off, so now I don't care about this guy, so I can walk out without any guilt.
Yeah. I just, you know what I mean? I just wondered in the moment. I was like, go get reinforcements. Yeah. But he didn't really have anyone, yeah. Oh, I don't know. What a shit situation.
Yeah.
Poor Enzo.
And how does Enzo feel about Damon?
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
And where's Enzo been? Because there was 2 cells there, and only them 2.
I wonder if by now he's got some Stockholm syndrome. Where if now he's a willing participant because he's like, they look after me and it's okay and I just volunteer.
Yeah.
Who knows if he's been brainwashed or what? Who knows?
Always nice to see another Brit as well.
It was a good accent. I'm not 100% convinced he is actually English.
I think he is.
But his accent was decent.
He is British American.
Oh, there we
go. So it might be that
there's
he's...
a soft, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was a rounding of certain things and there wasn't a bluntness on certain consonants which we normally get with, yeah.
But do you know what I think they can get away with an accent like his, is that he's such an old vampire that at the time that was the accent, because accents do change over time. So you can they can pull that.
No, for sure.
So that was our reaction to the Vampire Diaries Season 5 Episode 9, The Cell.
Sorry for any tech issues.
Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do with the things we've got to film today. Yeah. Okay. So thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.